Okay, just a little bit close on there. Maybe, I don't know. You need to be... actually, no, I'm going to be... Sorry about this. The lyrics are all over the kind of shop here, so I need to be... I'll explain in a minute. Did I click record on the second one? What was that noise there? I'm not entirely sure whether... okay. I'm just going to go and yell at some tripods a second. You naughty tripod. Right, okay. So here's a song. It's a new song, but it's not as fresh as I normally do. I'm so sorry, I've got your bracelet the wrong way around. Well, just a few hours ago now. Getting too weak now to the actual physical act of writing a song. Got glasses there. It's 8 pages long. They're pinned up everywhere here. Except they're not pinned up. Where's the guitar? There we are. So this is a working session. I need to introduce that at the start now because I know some people get a bit cheesed off. Why haven't you started singing yet? Just because at the moment this doesn't have any music. And I record everything from the start just in case I cannot record changes that I don't use but might want to use elsewhere. More often than not because I forget what I was doing by the time I get to the Thru. This is a pretty straight structure. It's an interesting structure. It's a blues, you know, it's a 12-bar structure. But the song itself is kind of a torchbowl ballad. I'm going to read the lyrics. The lyrics were coming so fast. So in the main I've got the lyrics there, but some of the lyrics are over there, so I'm going to have to go wandering. But I don't like to leave a song further than the day I wrote it. And here come the helicopters. Can you believe it? It's been nothing for an hour. Come on to the base, come on to the base. He's at the microphone. Launch, launch, launch. You got nothing to do in Ukraine? Oh, this is just weird. No, just, I think that's just work. This isn't a word on yet. I'd like to do it in G minor. Don't. The temptation to do it in G minor. How about a D minor one? D to the A? Where are you pointing now? I'm over here. Sun's coming up, they're repairing the rope and sun's coming up, they're preparing the rope and hood. Preacher walking away, said he never was any good. Born with an evil smile playing on his face. Yeah, he was born with an evil smile playing on his face. His mama begged, son, don't let your whole life go to waste. All he learned at school was how to bully and abuse. All he learned at school was how to bully and abuse. Taking money off the meek with a beating if they refused. Jumped into a gang before he joined his teens. Jumped into a gang before he joined his teens. Loved nothing more than the sound of tortured screams. He'd take the girl he wanted even if they said no. He'd take the girl he wanted even if they said no. One girl got brave and off to juvie did he go. Bleeding heart system let him out after a mere 3 years. Bleeding heart system let him out after a mere 3 years. He visited the girl and delivered her worst fears. Started selling drugs and selling bodies too. He started selling drugs and he started selling bodies too. Brown bag in their pockets, the law whistled, nothing we can do. One day his girlfriend said, I'm sorry, but. One day his girlfriend said to him, I'm sorry, honey, but. He took one look at the bulge and he kicked her in the gut. His best friend said, you're making a lot of enemies. His best friend said, you're making a lot of enemies. Is that so? He said, and shot his friend in the knees. Some men hurt for money, but he just liked to cause pain. Some men hurt for money, but he just liked to cause pain. You look better in red, he said, as he punched his girlfriend again. No matter what he did, witnesses went to ground. No matter what he did, witnesses went to ground. If any came forward, the cops would tell him where they could be found. Sometimes he'd do time, but it was always for a misdemeanor. Sometimes he'd do time, but it was only ever for a misdemeanor. I And every time he'd get out, he'd gotten a whole lot meaner. One day the head cop said, "Ease up, you're going too far." One day the head cop said, "Ease up, you're going too far." He exploded in rage. "Who the hell do you think you are? You paid to keep your mouth shut and look the other way. You paid to keep your mouth shut and look the other way. Maybe I'll get myself another slave after today. You cheap little punk, I'll take you down a peg." Cops said, "You cheap little punk, I'll take you down a peg." He took out his billy club and smashed him in the leg. "How'd you like that, punk? Do you want some more? How'd you like that, punk? Do you want some more?" Suddenly the cop staring down the barrel of a 44. "Say hello to hell, pig," he said, and he pulled the trigger. "Say hello to hell, pig," he said, and he pulled the trigger. He spat on the body as the pool of blood got bigger. He tried to stand and run, but bone was sticking through his skin. He tried to stand and run, but bone was sticking through his skin. He was just passing out when the cop's partner walked in. He pled not guilty just to stretch things out. He pled not guilty just to spread things out. But the foreman of the jury said there ain't no doubt. Cell door open, come on, it's time to go. Cell door it open and a voice said, "Come on, it's time to go." A lot of folks have turned up to watch the show. As he walked the long mile, he turned yellow and cried. As he walked the long mile, he turned yellow and cried. "Don't do this, please, it was just a crooked cop that died." Guard snapped, "You dog," and stabbed a pencil in his eye. Guard snapped, "You dog," and snapped a pencil in his eye. Said, "I sure hope you take a long time to die." In the departure lounge, he saw some faces that he knew. In the departure lounge, he saw some faces that he knew. His ex-girlfriend in row 1, his old friend in row 2. "Oh no, no, no," he wept, his voice a pathetic squeak. "Oh no, please no," he wept, his voice a pathetic pathetic squeak. The crowd all laughed as his trousers sprang a leak. Lord have mercy on his soul, preacher said, or maybe not. Lord have mercy on his soul, the preacher said, or maybe not. Maybe do these folks a favor and send him where it's hot. They let him swing for an hour or more. They let him swing for an hour or more. Trapsmen say him with a wink, you know, just to be sure. He stayed in the morgue 'cause his body no one claimed. He stayed in the morgue because his body nobody claimed. His mama said, sorry, but I don't recognize that name. From the crematorium, his ashes were thrown down in the dirt. From the crematorium, his ashes were thrown down in the dirt. Some kind of justice for all of those he'd hurt. Born Bad, take one. I'd kind of like to play it again, but very late. So anyway, at least we got one down there. So another long song there. If you'll forgive me, and if I could just take just a few more precious seconds of your time. Hello. Can you read mine now? That song is called Born Bad, and the lyrics to that song, by the time you get to hear this, because it'll be out by then, are in my latest lyric anthology, which is called War and Harvest, and it's available on Amazon. I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but it's pretty nowhere else. England to shop. And if you'd like to see any of my works written down and read any of them, if you were to go to Amazon and in the book section, to point out something, I think camera 2 might be about to leave us, just in case you are. Thank you so much for your time. I'll speak faster in any case. Yeah, so you can type in my name in the search engine, type in Paul Murphy War and Harvest, or Paul Murphy Malice Through the Looking Glass, Paul Murphy From My Cold Dead Hand, Paul Murphy Crystal Heart, Paul Murphy Maybe Tomorrow, Maybe Next Year, A Love Story, Horizons, Love Songs. That'll bring up all 40 of my books. There's comedy books and children's titles as well there. It's a free sample, I think 20 pages on each title. And if there's anything there you'd like to buy, if there's anything there that you wouldn't like to buy, but you'll still buy in any case, I'd be very grateful to you, most sincerely. I don't like to do this hard sell bit that I've had to do in the last 2 months on these videos, but it is a necessity. I'm in the end stage of a very nasty disease called functional autoimmune muscular degenerative disease. But you can basically see I'm a human jellyfish. I have two very young and two amazing young children who are 11 and 12 years old. As I'm saying this, they might be 47 and 48 by the time you get to log into this. But either way, it's no age to lose a father, and you'd be doing me a great favour. And they will, of course, own this song at a certain point. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourself. Believe in yourself. Always remember you have to be your own best friend. Okay? And never lend yourself any money. I like to remember the joke. Oh, my joke of the day. Questions. What good are they?